Hey, what's up you guys? This is Sentai22 here. How you guys all doing? Welcome to a very special edition of my Sentai22Vlogs. Today marks a very important milestone. 20 years ago today, on February 21st, 1992, a TV show known as Kyōryū Sentai Zyuranger aired on the airwaves of Japan. Now, for those of you who don't know, Kyōryū Sentai Zyuranger was a long list of series known as the Super Sentai franchise that started in 1975 and still airs to this day. Little that we know, a businessman known as Know Saban would later use that footage a year later for the very first Power Rangers series, Mighty Morphin, which of course led to a big success in the US as well as around the world, airing in 37 different countries, and it's still continuing to this day. Know Saban sold the series to Disney, and he bought it back from Disney, and doing the latest Power Ranger series, Power Ranger Samurai. But let's not talk about that. Let's talk about Zyuranger. Now, for a lot of us who were watching Power Rangers when we were little kids, I mean, me especially was a little bit curious because, I mean, why was the footage, a little bit grind than the American footage? Because the American footage was a lot lighter, and the Sentai footage was a little bit lower, but the spandex had more quality than the American spandex, which was just was just awful. And of course he had Tommy's wing, his dragon shield wasn't really that great, so that kind of gave that curiosity. It's like, they didn't make this. So I did a little research. I guess around 2003, 2004. It's like, oh, okay, that explains the Japanese signs in the background and why they're Japanese civilians, though they like to call it Little Tokyo. so it definitely got me interested, but it never got me interested into Sentai, unfortunately, since there was no availability of where they sell the tapes or the DVDs at that time. So it just got me wondering, for quite a while, until I saw Kamen Rider Kabuto, and I started to search the other Super Sentai series. Deca Ranger was my first, and then after that a few others from the past series I started to watch. So it was definitely, I guess Zyuranger was probably the hardest one to find on the internet, but now you can buy them off at this DVD store, which is sell bootlegs. It's not the real thing actually, but yeah, let's talk about Kyōryū Sentai Zyuranger now. The series is about 5 young heroes from an ancient civilization that men used to walk with dinosaurs. I guess this was made by creationalists, who knows. We're in suspended animation in case an emergency, if the evil witch Bandora ever decides to wake up. And of course, as you guys probably seen in the first episode, where 2 astronauts went to the planet Nemesis, opened the I would call it dumpster. I don't know what it's called in the Japanese version. Minions pop out of the dumpster, then after that Bandora, and thus she's trying to take revenge on going to Earth. And little that we know that Borza, who is the kind of say the wizard, who is kind of like the gatekeeper of the 5 Zyurangers that are in suspended animation, sense that Bandora has escaped and tries to waken up the 5 young warriors. And so the series begins as well. Things start to get a little bit more revealing, as there was a 6th warrior that they did not mention. Little that we know, it was actually Barai, who became Dragon Ranger and Geki's biological brother. He's not happy. He was not very happy to be awakened, and he's trying to take revenge on Geki, he was adopted from the Yamato tribe. He's the prince of the Yamato tribe, and Barai is pissed that he's betraying he's betraying his family, and thus the struggle between Geki and Burai continues in a few episodes, and then they finally join the team. Unfortunately, Burai's time was very limited because of the candle. If he stayed outside of the real world, he would lose his, the candle will start to, glow. The candle will start to burn out more and more and more. It's even worse when Bandora destroys his kind of little pocket dimension. Now he's outside. Now he's pretty much gone. With that, Geki inherits the Dragon Shield and the Zyuzuken after that. So, and things become even more revealing as the reason why Bandora is like that. It was actually because she wanted to take revenge for his son Kai, who years ago destroyed dinosaur. He cracked up some dinosaur eggs, and that infuriated the dinosaur mother, and killed Kai. And his son in the floor, pleading for his son to live, and pretty much sold his soul to Dai Satan. So that whole thing kind of began, and Kai trying to defeat the Zyurangers in the final 2 episodes, but the Zyurangers, beat the crap out of Kai, and thus Kai, at the end, he didn't. He was, he blamed himself for all this, and Kai disappears, and then Bandora tries to escape, and then they all Bandora and his minions went all back to the dumpster and throw it into space. So yeah, that's the whole series right there. Okay, now here's my review of Kyōryū Sentai Zyuranger. Well, I think that the series focused way too much on the children of the week and not the main characters of the show. I mean, sure, you had some character development, but it was not that much. I mean, it was really hard to relate to these characters, even though the focus was on the children who had problems that Bandora caused or something else. But that was it. I mean, the only character development that we had was with Burai, and that was all. I mean, this show really could have had a lot of potential of being something more. I mean, the whole five young warriors from different tribes could have had a lot of potential, and unfortunately Toei didn't utilize that. So, but on the good side about it is the mech designs and the costumes. The costumes were awesome. I like the dinosaur heads, and the dinosaur head molded helmets was pretty cool. The mechs, I have to say, one of the best looking mechs of all time. I mean, look at Daijujin. Look at it. It's like Voltron and Optimus Prime had a baby, and Daijujin will be that baby. I mean, it's just epic right there. Also, Burai, what can I say? There's no question. Burai. Just imagine, just think of it in your mind. It's like, there's nothing else I could say right now, And of course, the also Dragon Caesar, really awesome tribute to Godzilla there. Yeah, that's about it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this very special anniversary vlog of Kyōryū Sentai Zyuranger. So, also, write in your comments what was your favorite moment on Kyōryū Sentai Zyuranger. Thanks for watching. This is Sentai22, and I'm out.